a better human being, you feel better about yourself, it improves your confidence, it improves your self-esteem. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, I'm Ledi. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Don't forget to subscribe so you and I can be friends. Before I get started on what I want to have a chat about in today's video, I want to share my affirmation card for the day. I think it is, I don't know, I just like it. It resonates with me so much. Today, I'm going to read it out loud. It says, I am grateful for the experience of my own life. It can be easy to get lost in your perception of another's perfection when the real beauty is already in being alive. Today, I focus on being thankful for what I am blessed to experience. I really love these. In today's video, I want to talk about the concept of self-reparenting, and I'm going to relate it to a concept I came across a few years ago when I read a book by Eric Berne called Transactional Analysis. Actually, no, the name of the book is I'm okay, you're okay. The title is long, I'm going to put it on the screen. But I'm going to relate reparenting to the concept of transactional analysis because when I came across it, it revolutionized how I perceive my relationships with other people and how they impact me, how I impact them. Essentially, just the developments between people whom I interact with on a regular basis. Transactional analysis is a theory and therapy developed by Eric. It's based on his book, which he published in the 60s, and his other works. The whole understanding and focus of transactional analysis is meant to help improve interpersonal relationships, communication, and self-awareness. At the core of transactional analysis, he talks about the parent ego state, he talks about the adult ego state, and he talks about the child ego state. Right now, I want to obviously focus on the parent ego state in the realm of reparenting. Reparenting is, as it sounds, giving yourself that parental love, that parental support that you may feel like you still need because you may not have received it in your upbringing, or you just feel like people around you could have done better, right? But I want to shy away from linking it to making it about other people. By other people, I mean parents, guardians, and the people who are primarily responsible for being responsible for us as we grow older. I think reparenting becomes so much more powerful when you understand that you take upon yourself the responsibility of yourself. You take away the power from other people being the reason why you act the way that you act, you think the way that you think, you behave the way that you behave. It becomes entirely a thing of you do what you do because you are the one person who is truly responsible for you. You are responsible for everything that happens in your life. But it's also fundamental because it allows you to heal parts of you that you may not have previously had the opportunity to recognize as broken, as needing to heal, as wounded. It helps you view your parents as people, which is the most important thing. There are people who are figuring it out. It's more about you and yourself and you doing the things that you feel like mean the most to you. When you provide a space where you are responsible for yourself, you also give yourself the responsibility and opportunity to show up with emotional intelligence. You give yourself the opportunity to realize the things that trigger you very easily without understanding. It opens a path where you delve deeper into things that you previously may not have understood. Why do I just burst into tears when somebody raises their voice at me? It also gives you an opportunity to soothe and, I guess, placate the parts of you that you just didn't understand while you heal yourself for the benefits of the relationships that you're going to have in your future and your present, relationships that are going to require you to be an improved version of yourself. It sharpens your emotional intelligence, because then you show up for yourself with the knowledge that you are the one person truly responsible for how you feel. Nobody external of you can make you feel a certain way. Nobody external of you can have that much power over how your emotions regulate and how you regulate yourself with emotion. When you grant yourself the opportunity to reform yourself, inevitably you grant yourself the opportunity to become an esteemed version of yourself. You choose to become a better human being. You feel better about yourself. It improves your confidence. It improves your self-esteem. And when your self-esteem and confidence are on par with who you say you are, your self-concept is improved, and you're treating people with just as much grace and love and patience and all these good things that you want people to feel when they're around you, because you already have those things within you. You're already healing the parts inside of you that you deserve to heal, that you deserve to understand, that you deserve to grow through. And when you become better in those parts of yourself, the general holistic approach of your well-being improves. You become better at communicating. You become better at regulating yourself. You become better at being resilient when you have to approach situations and circumstances that would otherwise just make you crumble. Most importantly, you get to break patterns that don't serve you anymore, because you're aware that I do this because I'm self-sabotaging. I do this because as a child, as a growing person, I never really got the support that I felt like I deserved. And as a person who's an adult right now, I am choosing to break the habits that don't serve me anymore. I am choosing to become the version of myself that is happier, that is more responsible for how I make people feel, how I make myself feel in situations where I enable people to either take advantage of me or to take for granted the things that I give to them. When you are aware of yourself, when you're aware of the things that happen inside of you, you get to choose who does what and what you allow them to do. You become so cognizant of the fact that it's you who's giving them the power. It's you who is enabling them to treat you the way that they may be treating you. It's you who's enabling yourself to be better communicating, for example, or it's you who is the reason and the cause for your unhappiness. And when you start making those realizations, those notes, you get into the power of having the ability to break it. Taking awareness, taking note of it, first step, and you're halfway there. Then you break the habits that just don't serve you anymore. Before I close off this video, I want to share 5 things that I think anybody can start doing right now to start on their reparenting journey, to start doing for themselves the things that they need to do for themselves to become better versions of adults, to become better people in their day-to-day lives. The first one is my most favorite one. When you nurture yourself with acts of self-care. I believe in self-care with everything in me. When I have a mental cloudy day, or when I just don't feel really good, I always indulge myself. Indulge, probably not the best word, but I take time out to care for myself, to cater to my needs, to nurture myself, to understand what is the cause of me feeling the way that I'm feeling. The second one would be to identify with your inner child. Come to terms with the fact that there's a child that lives inside of you, and that child deserves love. That child deserves to be seen, to be heard, to be taken care of, to be protected. And protect that child any opportunity, and every opportunity you get. Listen to that child, play with that child. You are an adult now, you are a growing person now, but there's still inside of you a child that wished to be seen years and years ago, and now you have the opportunity to finally see that child and to take care of the child. Third one is positive affirmations. At the beginning of the video, I shared an affirmation card. I love affirmations. I believe in them. I love the simple ones like I am capable, I am strong, I am deserving. I also like the comprehensive ones that really help you get in touch with why you deserve these things. Like the card that I shared, it says, I am grateful for the experience of my own life. It helps you come into terms with the fact that your life is very different to you. Your experience is yours. You don't share that with anybody. Get to experience that, get to enjoy that, get to be grateful for that. And the last few ones would be to set boundaries. Set your boundaries, okay? Set your boundaries for yourself and for others, because if you don't say to yourself, I'm done with that, I'm cutting it out, everybody's gonna think, I can drive all over this road and I can jump around and I can have the time of my life. What's gonna happen? You will not have a leg to stand on because you don't even uphold those strong boundaries with yourself. You start with yourself, everybody else is gonna know that you're not the one to be played with. And I've got one more. Inner dialogue. Here's me, I like to talk. I like to talk. I talk to myself all the time. And it's primarily to improve my self-concept. I speak kindness to myself. Much like with the affirmations, I say to myself, you got this, you need to do this. I do it with the hard things, with the easy things. When I am running and I can feel myself not being able to go any further, I just get into inner dialogue. I say to myself all the things that I wish somebody would be saying, cheering for me, right? If I feel like somebody's not listening to me or hearing me, I don't off the bat make it their problem. I come into myself and I say, why do I feel the need for this person to give me the affirmation that I could give to myself, right? It changes the whole image of how I relate to people and how I approach interpersonal relationships, because the intrapersonal one is already so strong. I already have the base set. I already have the things that I know make me click. So when you come into contact with me, I know that I'm coming into contact with you having done the work on myself. If you found this video insightful, entertaining, or just interesting, leave a thought or two in the comments below. I'll really appreciate that. I'll see you very, very soon. Thank you for watching.